Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a super bowler smash for you guys in this one because if you guys have been watching for a while, you'll know I'm trying to alternate between Zap Lalo and super bowler smash this season. So yeah, the army link will be in the description. Here's what I have on my heroes in terms of equipments and their pets. Oh, I was experimenting with something else, don't mind this. The warden has the poison lizard, and yeah, the royal champion, just this fox and the default equipment. So yeah, I'll be going through some attacks as well as my thought process on what weaknesses were there on the base, as well as how you can exploit them when using this particular attack so that you can get those 3 stars in legends. Okay, let's get into the attacks. Yeah, first base we've got over here, it's a nice diamond base. It's got really good damage distribution, and yeah, a lot of closed compartments, honestly. And that means, like, I just paused the video over here because I was about to start the attack. So that means, like, we can actually wall break wherever we want to, but at the same time, if we start thinking of approaches from the bottom side over here, it is going to be very intensive in terms of wall breaks. Like, if you see, like, you can maybe get one wall break here, one wall break over here, and then the third wall break you will not be able to get deeper into the core. So at max, maybe you'll be forced to place a jump over here, and then there's no direct access to the town hall. And of course, we'll have like all of this damage just waiting for us on the flanks as well. And those enemy heroes as well, they're going to make our smash kind of split around very badly. So it is a very risky approach, even though it is possible, especially with the ricochet cannons also waiting on the side. But rather than like focusing on that, why don't I just tell you like what the weakness on the base is when it comes to super bowler smash. As I was saying, like, all the walls are closed, and you can see the town hall is pretty free. And what I like to do on a lot of bases is actually just go ahead and queen charge the town hall. And what that allows me to do is it allows me to join with the bowlers later. So you can see what I'm going to do over here. I noticed that this pocket over here is free for a flame flinger. I just need to make sure that the mortar is tanked. And yeah, you can see what I'm trying to do over here with the queen. I'm going to do a double wall break. This is necessary, and you can see how I'm trying to focus the queen on a particular edge. I did not start her from the very top, and that actually allows me to kind of clear this side of the town hall. And I'm purposely leaving these buildings up over here so that the bowlers can kind of like come in like this after the queen takes the town hall down. And yeah, I've dropped the Yeti to tank the mortar. It was not needed because the baby dragon luckily did its job. And yeah, the king is going to complete the funnel on the right side to ensure that the bowlers can easily like kind of come in like this over here. And you can see now I can just immediately start them behind the queen, and they will literally share the healing as well. I lost my titan. That was a little unfortunate because like it went towards the king as well. But you can see over here now I have no problem placing the jump from behind over here, and I can be very patient with my warden ability because look at the damage arc. All of the damage is over here, and my bowlers are still over here, and the monolith is down. There's no reason for me to use the warden ability. Just be patient. I think I'm going to pop it as soon as the freeze wears off the enemy heroes over there. And now it's no problem because the enemy heroes are just kind of forcing everybody to take the jump, and everybody is nicely combining up over here. And yeah, this base is going to get very easily crushed. Like, you can already see royal champion from the right side because I noticed my bowlers were swinging to the left a bit like this. And yeah, those rage bounces, they can just delete the core so easily. Look at that. That's the benefit of having those bowler bounces coming in from in towards the outside part of the base like this, because those bounces, even if they got stuck on these walls, right, they are going to hit some of these very heavy buildings that are there over here. So this is a very strong approach that you can do when you can understand that your queen is going to very easily when your queen can very easily grab the town hall like that. This is a very strong approach that I can definitely recommend. And yeah, you can see like the base is pretty much gone. Sure, that enemy king is there at the end, but look at what's left. And the thing, main importance was that our bowlers managed to easily push through the main gut of the core, which had a lot of defensive power. And yeah, this is just such a good compartment to get those rages in. So just identify that, and yeah, you can get your triples very easily. So yeah, that's one triple for us. We'll move on to the next one. Next base over here, very common Legend League layout, except I believe usually the people who run this layout have the ricochet cannons where the scatter shots are, and I think the scatter shots are usually over here. But keeping that aside, it's fine. Like we just need to kind of think like, okay, this is some anti 2-star style base, and how can we really like break this base down? So you can see that if I had to start my super bowlers from over here somewhere, I will get very early access into the eagle and the monolith, which is definitely good for us. But it is going to be difficult to kind of finish the base because we're going to have the enemy heroes towards the ending of the base, as well as some of the other like this multi-archer towers as well. So that could just be a little bit difficult for us to really deal with. It is possible, once again, I'm not saying it's not, but it depends a lot on how your bowlers kind of spread within the core, and that is just a risk that you should probably not take. So you can see what I'm trying to do instead over here is you can go from either this edge or this edge. It's up to you. It's just a matter of preference. But what I'm going to do is, you can already see I've started my warden walk in the 9 o'clock corner, and I'm trying to test for traps along this edge because I'm going to have a flame flinger over here. So you can already see how I'm trying to set it up, and yeah, you can see that usually there are some Tesla skeleton farms, skeleton trap farms around this area. Sometimes you just have to be a little careful, but yeah, so the flame flinger is going to be going like this, and it's going to handle this area, and you can see that I'm going to be trying to send my bowlers anyways in this area over here, and it's going to be much stronger for us because we are going to be able to handle all the enemy heroes practically. Like my flame flinger and its troops inside will handle this entire area along with the enemy royal champion, and that's going to be huge for us. And one more thing is, you can see I'm using the queen over here with to funnel, but I maybe this is not the best idea right now because she doesn't have the archer puppet anymore. She's using the frozen arrow. So when she goes to ability over here, usually she spawns a lot of archers, and that can actually help tank this a lot, but this is not the case anymore. So this can be a little risky on a base like this. So instead what you can do is, like, you'll notice I'm going to be doing this and it's going to come very very close because I realized it very late. So I tried using the skeleton spell to tank for the queen, and my queen decides to just walk back anyway and start beating through the wall. So she didn't really get too much value, and still considering that this is going to be a triple, and just because of this base identification, like this flame finger is going to handle this entire area. And sure, we'll have this double ricochet cannon with the monolith at the end to deal with, but because it's so compact, we can actually push through it with our royal champion in like literally one rage. It's going to be as simple as that. So yeah, we are stuck in a tornado now. Our smash is stuck in a tornado now, but it's completely fine because those bowlers can just push through it as long as the healers are raged over there. And you can see this is going to shape up so nicely. Like the royal champion is going to be able to easily help clear out that entire area. My queen sadly just got stuck behind this wall for some reason. I guess the bowlers decided to not clear these buildings over here. But yeah, because the royal champion has the spirit fox, she can easily handle this layer over here as the smash is tanking for you. So the idea is that your smash will come in and handle most of the core. Your royal champion can actually come in and handle this area over here, while your queen kind of funnels out the rest of the outside. And it works so beautifully because everybody is tanking for each other, and it works especially much better because the royal champion keeps going invisible. So even if something decides to target her, there is no way that she's going to die on this one, at least until the very end. And you saw that as well, because like the king was tanking for her over here, the queen was tanking for her over here, and the royal champion is what's going to make this attack work entirely. Just let your super bowlers handle the town hall and the poison towers, and the royal champion can easily actually get this done for you. And yeah, that's just kind of some base identification along with, I guess, hero value identification. Sometimes don't be afraid to kind of send that wave. Like you can see what I tried to do over here was a simple funnel, and then the wave for the super bowlers. Here's where the royal champion comes in, and like this is the super bowler path, this is the royal champion path, and this is where my queen was supposed to be going. And you can see how all of them are trying to move like a wave through the base, and that actually easily makes it very easy to have super bowler smash just wreck anything if you can identify those bases correctly. So yeah, that's one more triple for us. We'll go on to the next one. One more base that's very common in Legend League that I'm sure you guys have seen many times before, and we're actually going to do something similar to what we did on the last one. So again, over here you can see the base spread is so good. I'm just gonna pause the base a little bit and talk about it. Like you can see, like the enemy heroes, the merge defenses, as well as the infernos themselves. It's just there's no particular area that has a lot of damage, but you need to understand that bowlers have insane range. They can shoot over walls. Their bounces can easily ricochet onto other defenses, and you just need to take advantage of those angles sometimes. So we have a few options on this one actually, and I think if you try to analyze two of the best options, maybe one thing that you could do is have a Warden Walk over here, and as this ground X-bow is being tanked by the Warden Walk, you can have a Flame Flinger to go for this entire pocket of damage over here. To be very honest, I think the Flame Flinger can help handle this entire area. You just need to get a Yeti onto this one mortar over here, and that should be enough. And that should also set you up for the Warden to join with a smash coming in from over here. So that is one option for you, but I wouldn't prefer that option because with that approach you would leave all of this on the back end of the smash, and you can obviously see this is so much to handle. We'll have like one single Inferno, ground X-bow, enemy Royal Champion, all of these merge defenses with the scatter shot, and of course there's no guarantee of what traps even lie in this monolith multi-Inferno area, so you have to be a little careful. The second approach I was thinking about was actually doing the same kind of setup, except we do it from this corner. So we can have the Warden Walk over here, and we can have the Flame Flinger over here. But and you can obviously, like, the Flame Flinger will help with all of this value, and the X-bow will be tanked by our Warden. So the only thing that you should be a little careful about is probably the possibility of having Teslas over here. Anytime you see these 2x2 spaces, right, like that, that's just enough space for a Tesla, so be very careful. You can see how I'm using my barbarians. That's the only reason I have 3 barbarians and 3 archers in this army, so you can very efficiently go ahead and test for Teslas anywhere. And yeah, I'm trying to help the Warden stay closer to the ground X-bow, and yeah, so, you can see like the Warden and the Flame Flinger are just gonna do the thing and try to like get this done as soon as possible. And as I was saying, like the Flame Flinger is going to come on this direction and help get rid of this entire area. So that actually sets up our Super Bowler Smash to start coming in from the top over here like that onto the monolith directly. So you can see I'm just going to use the Yeti to funnel over here, so I can directly start the king and my smash like this all in the same place. And yeah, perfectly timed queen. The reason I didn't use my barbarians to test for traps over here was, you saw it, my Warden actually walked into the same area. He would have pulled any Teslas that would have been there, and yeah, everybody's gonna walk right in. And this is also one more important detail I forgot to mention. You need to get this wall broken before your bowlers clear everything in this compartment. Otherwise your king and titan may end up walking out, and they might try to like break this wall or something like that. It's very risky, so be sure to have the next wall broken well in advance before your bowlers clear everything in the area. That's just one small thing which I've noticed like a lot of people like fail in doing. It's important to have the access to the next compartment before everything in your current compartment is broken, otherwise it's just very risky. And you can see how I've placed my jump. I've placed my jump a little bit more to the left of this compartment like this, because I know my Flame Flinger is going to be handling most of this compartment. So my super bowlers are actually going to help come in and remove most of this left side of the base. And yeah, they're just nicely going through the entire core. RC has a very thin path defined for her. I'm gonna just use some of my resources that I have for her. Like you can see, I still have 1 rage, 1 freeze, and 1 skeleton spell, and it's gonna work out pretty nicely for me. Yeah, you might as well just save her, you know. Yeah, this is the entire base pretty much gone. Those bowler bounces got some good value into the base like this as well, and of course they took out a little bit of this left inner compartment like that, and it's just a very easy cleanup job for the Royal Champion. And yeah, our Flame Flinger is still alive as well, because our queen, I think she is stuck to the right over here, and she handled the enemy Royal Champion for us before the Flame Flinger came in here. And yeah, you can very easily see this is a clean setup just because of that initial start. Like the warden with the flame flinger, right, they can easily, like, this is just such a huge area that your bowlers never have to worry about anymore. And having those wall breaks come in so quickly is so important as well. It's just so nicely set up, this super bowler smash for us. And our royal champion, honestly, one thing I could have done is I could have started her much earlier. So as soon as the bowlers were like in this area and I popped my warden ability, that was actually a very good time. It was probably better to send the royal champion then, because the merge defenses were a little it were kind of targeting my king and stuff, and the royal champion would have taken like almost no damage at all. So yeah, that's just one, I guess, consideration that you can think about in your own attacks. And yeah, we'll do one more attack for you guys in this video and we'll call it a wrap. Alright, another anti-2 stealth base, and I am definitely seeing a lot of these double poison bases just pop up everywhere, left, right and center. You can't help it, it's just the defensive meta right now with how strong root riders are, especially with the single inferno setups as well. But yeah, this is the base that we've got over here. I'm gonna give you guys 5 seconds or like even like 10 seconds to try to think what is the best thing that you can do on bases like this. Just a small hint, it's something similar to what I've done in the last 2 attacks. So what I'm going to do over here is actually have a warden walk come in from over here to try to help remove the X-bow and the enemy royal champion, which then opens up a flame flinger for this area as well. And overall, if you just see, right, this is the extent of the funnel we are creating. Like, this is such a huge chunk of the base that our bowlers will not have to worry about. And it's important that you notice that I am making sure that the flame flinger is not going in the same area as where my bowlers are at all. I have mentioned this several times in all of my videos. Try to make sure that you never send your army in the same area that your flame flinger is going to. It will just be a waste of what the flame flinger is supposed to be doing anyway. And yeah, it's just not the right way to use a flame flinger. Like, do not send your army next to your flame flinger at all. It's just a waste of your siege machine. So you can see I've started my warden a little bit off to the edge over here, rather than starting him exactly in the corner, just to prioritize getting the enemy royal champion. And one mistake I made over here is I started the flame flinger very close to this mortar. So the flame flinger is actually going to go towards this wizard tower rather than the scatter shot first. But it should still be fine, and I'll tell you why. It's because our flame flingers have yetis inside them as well, and those guys are going to be more than capable of handling the scatter shot. And that's all we needed, right? Like, we just wanted the flame flinger to grab the scatter shot. We don't have to worry about anything else. Once this funnel is set like this deep, you can see what I'm also trying to do, because the warden is meant to start going to the left over here with my smash. I'm just trying to create a very tiny funnel over here. I'm just gonna like send everybody in. Oh yeah, this is also important. This is a void compartment, but notice how there's no other closed compartments in the vicinity. Like, we have these open corners, you could say, over here. So honestly, even if you drop a wall break over here, it will still target this compartment, even though it's like a kind of a void compartment. It's just trying to force you to use 2 wall breakers, which is perfectly fine for us. We have a jump spell for the core over here, and once again you're going to see that what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to force the jump spell a little bit to the left of this base, because that's right, you guessed it, our flame flinger and our warden handle this entire right chunk. So this time I actually did it correctly. You can see I started my royal champion around the same time I was expecting my smash to start going towards the core, and she is going to remain safe because my smash is going to tank all the damage. She's just going to come in from behind and help literally just make the damage, just help get rid of the damage much easier, honestly. And her coming on the flank is a huge help. So yeah, you can see over here, like, it's pretty much the same thing again and again. Our smash will come in, we will easily handle most of the core. Our smash will get sacrificed most likely into the core, and our heroes should be able to very easily finish the rest of the job. Yeah, those single infernos on the back end are not going to be able to do too much against our heroes, because our king still has to go to Phoenix. Our royal champion and our queen still have their abilities, and honestly, the base just can't defend it. There's just too much of power going into this attack, just because it's so easy that we don't really have to use any of our hero abilities dealing with the core over here. just our warden is enough, and that actually allows us to save most of our other hero abilities to deal with even like a single Inferno backend over there, which is perfectly fine. Especially now we've got a frozen arrow on the queen. We may not even need the queen ability while fighting a single Inferno. Yeah, easy triple despite of the flame flinger that we lost. Yeah, we've got like 2 super bowlers alive still, and yeah, that's all you need against those anti-2 style setups that you'll run into very often these days. You will mostly be needing just that warden and that flame flinger setup. Just try to find that place where you can set that extremely deep funnel, so that you can kind of push the jump a little bit towards the opposite side of where you need to go to, and you once again just create that wave. You can see like a royal champion. Maybe sometimes your queen will also be coming outside over here, and your rest of the smash can easily push through the core, and all of them can move around the base just like that. And yeah, if your flame flinger gets its value, your flame flinger troops will come from over here, the rest of your heroes will come from over here, while your super bowlers will start dying out within the core. But it's all you need for the backend, really. That's all it takes. So yeah, that's the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy it, feel free to give me feedback in the comments. If there's something you feel I can improve, definitely do let me know that as well. I'm just trying to be a better content creator for you guys. So yeah, that's about it, I guess. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.